What's up, YouTube? Just continuing this. So here we have the Obelisk the Tormentor. Amazing, amazing card. You could just see the foil. It's just ridiculous on this. Covers the whole card. The picture, if you notice, is slightly bigger. You got a little more room on the picture than the English versions. It's a bigger picture. But this card is just beautiful. Secret rare, 2002. There was 3 games, and each one came with one of the 3 cards, whoever was on the cover back in 2002. And the games are pretty much impossible to find now. You could find it sealed for like $200 a game, which is just one god card. So, I mean, to get a 10 on this is just outstanding. And this is a pop 1, believe it or not. So, that's a killer card. The only one in existence. I just love them. I think this is the original ones, the first ones that came out. So these are by far my favorite guard cards. Next, Millennium Shield, McDonald's pack, mint 9, nice. These were tougher to get like higher graded because I believe McDonald's stuck the pack when I was a little kid. They stuck the silver pack like in the toy, sort of. I don't know how to explain it. In a bag. The pack was stuck to the toy, so you had to like rip the pack in order to get the cards out. So not good packaging by McDonald's, but of course it is McDonald's, so what do you expect? Mint 9 though, pretty nice. This was one of my cool cards because it has the Millennium Eye on it, so just had the vintage feel to it. And this is a beauty. Relinquished, Gem Mint 10. So, Magic Ruler. So not the starter deck Pegasus. This is the Magic Ruler MRL first edition. Gem Mint 10 Relinquished. Iconic card here. Very iconic card. Happy to get that in a 10 first edition. So, Pegasus's main card. And here we have probably the grade of the submission, you could say. Gem Mint 10, first edition, Metal Raiders, Mirror Force. This speaks for itself. This is an absolute beauty. Doesn't get much better than this. When I saw this got a 10, I was stoked. So, this is the real deal here. This was the best, 10 of probably the whole submission out of 55 cards. So, amazing. Amazing. Next, Barrel Dragon, mint 9. Wish this would have got a 10 with the Mirror Force, but I'd much rather this get the 9 and the Mirror Force get the 10, I'll tell you that. Another great looking card, Metal Raiders, mint 9. One of the biggest cards of Metal Raiders at the time, so pretty happy with that. Kazejin, Metal Raiders, Gem Mint 10. Beautiful. Gate Guardian piece. Super rare. Next, Gate Guardian near mint to mint 8, and this is a killer because I actually pulled this myself, but as you could see, the centering on this thing is just a disaster. Look at the top here, the border at top. Look how thin that is. Look at the bottom. Thick, thin. Let's see the back. Thick, thin. Not as bad on the back, but the front, you could just see the top is just cut. It's kind of sad because this is a absolute gem, other than the centering. But since the centering is so off, they decided to give it an 8. But hey, I mean, what are you gonna do? It is, like I said, a gem. There's nothing wrong with this. This thing is just beautiful, beautiful shape. But oh well. Next. Oh yeah. There we go. This, you could also argue, is the second best of the submission. This is a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Near mint to mint 8. It had a teeny corner wear up there. You could actually see it nice with this camera. But other than that, it was a stellar card. Perfectly centered. Everything else was perfect. Surface, everything. Got a near mint 8 because of that corner. This is actually my friend's card. He heard that I used to make Yu-Gi-Oh cards to PSA, and I always remembered him having this card. I said, you want that like encapsulated? He said, yeah, absolutely. So I went ahead and submitted his card with my submission. So he doesn't play anymore, but this was always like the card that I always wanted at the time, that he would never trade this card. So smart friend. Now he's got a near mint to mint 8, which is still a good grade on a card like this. So Dark Duel Story is pretty sweet. So I'll give that to him within the next few days. He should be very happy. Alright. Next, Trap Hole, Legend of Blue Eyes, Gem Mint 10. This was a nice one. It's always good to get Legend of Blue Eyes first edition 10s, because the box is a Legend of Blue Eyes, you know. I already have in my other video, I paid over 600 bucks, maybe 650 for a first edition box. Still have it sealed, so I mean, these cards are just tough to get in general, let alone in 10 with good centering, perfect centering. These are probably worth holding on to, for sure. And another Trap Hole, first edition, and this one got a mint 9. A mint 9 on this one. Didn't see anything wrong with it, you know, but 1 out of 2 for the 10s ain't bad, and a 9 still. First set, yeah, this is the iconic set, so that's still good to get. Holy moly. Okay, so that was 2 boxes out of the 4. Let us continue on. But like I said, there should be like around 10 Pokemon, maybe a little more. Can't even get these out. Alright. Sorry, I'm gonna have to make a part 3, guys, but, you know, there's so many cards here. That's over 50 cards. You know, what are you gonna do? United We Stand, Mint 9, first edition, Labyrinth of Nightmare. Looked good, you know, that's why I submitted it. It's LON, first edition, is getting tough to find too. Part of that first generation, 2003. Great card too, I used to use this all the time. 800 attack and defense. So yeah, it's a great card. PSA 9. And Gem Mint 10, Ancient Sanctuary, first edition, Secret Rare Judgment of Anubis, or the End of Anubis, I'm sorry, 000 in the set, and this is a nice one. Ancient Sanctuary is drying up. It was a terrible set, but to get any Secret Rare first edition from an old set like this, Gem Mint 10 is definitely worth submitting, so good stuff. Alright. Mint 9. This was a biggie. Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End. As you can see, right to left. The left is thinner here and the right is thicker. The border right there. I don't know why this camera's not working, but you can see it for yourself. Let's see. Alright. But yeah, that was the only reason I got a 9. I pulled this myself a couple months ago, straight from a pack. I got like 5 packs on eBay. Some guy was selling like 5 packs, so I opened them. They were pretty cheap, like $5 a pack. I ripped them, and I just got super lucky and pulled this Secret Rare first edition Chaos Emperor Dragon. It would have been amazing if this got a 10, but I knew with the centering right away, the left was so much thinner than the right here that it probably would get a 9. So, like I said, the whole thing is just flawless too. Like, this is an absolutely flawless card, straight from the pack. So, amazing though, amazing card. Absolutely, I'll take a 9 on it. This is an amazing card. I have an envoy at the beginning that I will be submitting, first edition, that could very well get a 10. Blackluster Soldier, perfectly centered, looks mint, so it might get a 10. I'm going to put another video of what I'm going to submit after this in a separate video. So, that will do it. Alright, and I'll get the other part ready. Take care.